CM Punk wants to return to AEW, this according to a report from FightfulSelect.com. We're going to talk about it, fill you in on all the details. I'm Omer from Real Take Wrestling. If you haven't already done so, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Another video, another discussion about CM Punk. The one man who has captivated the wrestling world over the past now 2 years like nobody else has. And I say that with all due respect to the likes of Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and others, but it is a different feel for sure, given everything that's happened with CM Punk. The return after 7 long years away from professional wrestling. Then he wins the AEW championship, gets hurt the first time, comes back, does that Rocky story, wins the title in his hometown, or close enough to his hometown of Chicago and Hoffman Estates. Then, same night, injures himself. I believe he tore his tricep, if I'm not mistaken. And then torpedoes, or seems to torpedo his AEW career at the post-show media scrum. It's all led us to here, and this report from FightfulSelect.com, Sean Ross Sapp and company, doing some great reporting, saying the following. Fightful Select has reported Fightful Select has reported numerous times on CM Punk still, quote, still having the wrestling bug. Select has now learned that Punk has apparently laid out numerous scenarios in which he'd return. Among those include a willingness to work with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. So that's point number one. And I'll address that first. Boy, oh boy. You just said that you want to sell out Wembley. You being Tony Khan in AEW. You just said we're doing a big show. Our first show in England. It's going to be in London, England at Wembley freaking Stadium. You want to sell out Wembley just off face value alone, given everything that's gone on. There is no bigger program you could run than some variation of CM Punk versus the Elite. And I said this from day one. There's no way in hell that this was a work from the beginning. However, the idea of them being able to work this into a shoot this into a work, whatever they got to do. Make it from a work or from a shoot to a work. I'm confusing myself here in this video, but if they're able to make a program out of this, this is big time. Like, forget the pipe bomb. All due respect to the actual pipe bomb, forget the pipe bomb. If they're able to work this program, CM Punk's pipe bomb, his gripe bomb, as people call it, that's the real pipe bomb. Because that's going to be the biggest program in AEW history. And it ain't gonna be close. I love me some Kenny Omega versus Adam Page. I love me some Adam Cole, baby, versus everybody on the roster. I love it all, but ain't no bigger program. There's nothing that's going to draw the eyes like a Punk versus the Elite feud. Maybe you get in FTR, a team that we'll talk about because they were included in this report from FightfulSelect.com. If they're able to do this, it's going to be big time. I've already gone over this so many times. It just is a matter of Punk being accepted back into the locker room. We know that there are still people who don't necessarily think it's the best idea for him to come back. And this report also indicates that Omega and the Bucks didn't seem keen on doing that as of a few months ago. So this could be a situation where they just don't want any of the residual heat or any of the bad juju or karma or whatever associated with that. And that's fine. I understand that. However, for the company, doing this feud would be the biggest thing you could do. There's no bones about that. There's also noted in this report is that Punk is also open to working elsewhere. That there's no clear indication about where exactly he's talking about, what that's referring to. elsewhere, I guess, could mean, we working with Ring of Honor, kind of being away from AEW, and he could be the guy there. But if you're going to have him there, it makes way more sense just to put him on AEW TV at that point, because the locker room is similar enough at that point. But could go to New Japan. We haven't really seen Punk have a run in New Japan Pro Wrestling. We haven't even seen him have a match with the likes of Tanahashi, who he was slated to have a match with last year at Forbidden Door, and that didn't end up happening because of Punk's injury. So there's that to think about. But the third and final thing in this report, the most important thing, I think, here is that Dax Harwood, according to FightfulSelect.com, Dax Harwood, one half of the AEW World Tag Team Champions, has apparently been pushing the idea of CMFTR versus the Elite at All In at Wembley Stadium. There hasn't been any progression at that point. Dax has also talked about this in interviews. My God. All right. Look, if you're able to do this, if you're AEW and there's even a chance to do this, get these guys in the room. Be like, hey, guys, you guys want to make some freaking money. Take this. Tony Khan should say this. Tony Khan should get them all in a room and be like, you guys want to make some money? Get this company to a place where you guys can make even more money on your next deals and even more money on merchandise, even more money on all the stuff that we do. Get him in a room and be like, guys, let's just go out there and make some freaking great wrestling and great money. That's what it's all about. Punk has talked about this before. Everyone talks about it. Wrestlers aren't just in the business to do their art. They're also in the business to make money. And also in the business, if you're the Elite, you want to get AEW to, new heights. You want to be able to get past, selling out Wembley Stadium. And, selling out, of course, I don't mean 90,000 seats. Anyone who puts that on AEW, you're being, it's a bad faith argument that if they don't sell 90,000 seats, it's a failure. No. If they're able to sell 50 to 60,000 seats, that's good. That is good, because look at WWE when they ran Allegiant Stadium the last time in Vegas for what was it? For Money in the Bank. They only sold about 55,000 tickets. And if you look at some of the other events they've done, it's been some variation of that. So if they're able to do that and sell 50,000 tickets, it's a success to me. If they exceed that, it's gonna be very interesting to see what the landscape is going to be for stadium shows and AEW moving forward, because there might be more of an appetite to do it. And granted, it's England. Granted, they're the number one wrestling show in England. Granted, it's a market that hasn't seen big time meaningful pay-per-view wrestling from AEW ever. So it's a new product. There's a lot to like about it. I don't know. Look, all in all, one way or another, you got to find a way to make this work. And I mean, I'm not just saying Tony Khan. I'm also saying CM Punk. CM Punk, if it involves even swallowing a bit of your pride, just come back. Just come back. You're 45 years old, not getting any younger. Come back. Do the Bryan Danielson feud. Do the Kenny Omega match. Let us enjoy you the way that you want to be enjoyed and the way we want to remember you. Don't let All Out 2022 be the last thing people remember of you in professional wrestling. Don't let that be the case. Because as up and down as I know relationships have been for him backstage in AEW and all that stuff, at the end of the day, as a fan, you want to see great wrestlers wrestle. And CM Punk, even now, is a great wrestler. Can't deny that. So we'll see what happens. Nevertheless, I'm excited about all of this. Even the possibility, even the interest that Punk is showing in coming back and potentially having this feud. It should feel, and it is a big thing for wrestling fans. This should be a big thing. I think we should talk about it more. I want to hear from you, though. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Is CM Punk going to return? Are we going to see the Elite versus CMFTR at All In? Is it a mirage? Is Punk gone forever? I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments section below. Also, if you haven't already done so, what in God's name are you waiting for? Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released.